Regional 1 here, regional's like getting a 3 at state. So they've been working and pushing themselves. So today you're gonna help them, because I know the hardest thing for any student is being nervous. So I know that you all love them. This is a great place for them to try their solos out, get nervous, get that out of their system, so on Monday, they can focus on making music and doing their very, very best. We're gonna open up, just all students scattered in the back, with Gabriel Cortez on viola. Here we go. Round of applause for Gabe, please. You can go wherever you feel comfortable. Yeah, whatever you feel good is where you're gonna go. So, Gabe, this is, name of the song again?
Brahms Viola Sonata Number 2.
And for those who don't know, it has like 6 flats in it, which is super fun. So again, give your round and all your love. We're gonna put the house lights down a little bit so that Gabe doesn't have to stare at everybody while he's playing a solo. Here we go. Is freshman Marco Walcott. And this is one of my favorite pieces I played growing up. It is a very well-known Hungarian gypsy song called Sarmas. playing Bach unaccompanied, and this is the cello suite number 2 for viola. This is the jig. On bass with Tim Rios as his accompanist. harder. So thank you so much for giving them opportunity to feel more prepared on Monday to do the very best. Another applause for all of them, and it's so great. On top of AP testing and finals and concert last week, the concert the week before that, the concert 2 weeks before that. So I'm really proud of all these kids. So now, to show you, we started with classical, but now are you, San Antonio, ready to rock? We're going to invite our Rockin Stringz students out onto the floor. Let's go, Rockin Stringz. Make sure you check your packs. Make sure it's green. I want to make sure you check and make sure you can play guitar, bass. Check. I'll double check that. Tim, once you get up on stage, check your keys. I need Abby to turn the microphone on at the front. Aaron, wants to turn the microphone on for the black one. Just give me a check. Try it again. There we go. All right, what was it for our guitar player? All right, so we were already entranced and taken someplace else through Beethoven and many other styles of music we just heard. And now, to hear all of your favorites. In our first piece, we expect you to sing along on this one. Featuring our vocalist, Adve. Here we go. Sweet Caroline. All right, so this next piece is featuring the vocal stylings of our very own Elijah. And we've got a story to tell here, Elijah. Let's tell that story.
Hello, my fellow Texans. Y'all have a good night tonight now. We here in Texas love our state, we love our culture, and so we're going to play y'all a song from Georgia.
Wow.
Great job to our soloist Johnny on Aaron and our demo Nayeli and Elijah on vocals again. Let's hear a round of applause for them. Real quick, Amelia, can you plug your strings? I don't have you in the track. There we go. And Jen, I also lost you. Can I hear you play? Excellent. Thank you. Marco, there, you too. Thank you so much. We wanted to make sure we got you all. Okay, this is one of our favorites. We all like some oldies here. So, Aaron, take it away.
Okay.
through back when I was your age. This is a great piece. Elijah is going to show off his vocals, and we're going to have a great guitar solo by Tim on this one. So enjoy. This is Shine.
So, it's a long shot, but for any of y'all Woodstock 1994? Well, now you won't have to have been.
Show
pleasure. Doesn't matter who you are, it comes on in the car, and you're gonna crank it up, and you can't help but sing along. This is a piece by Miley Cyrus. Enjoy this. This is Party of the USA.
Hopefully this next song should be enough to get you guys going off the rails. But before we begin, just so you know real quick, our orchestra fundraiser is still open. So if you can donate any money, even if it's just $1, we would appreciate it. All the money you donate to us we use on section coaches, and that lets us do more stuff like this. Lets us get better instruments and spend less time practicing orchestra music, more time doing this.
And if you don't have that information, ask your orchestra student. They have the QR code. Share it on your social media. Share it through email. Share. If you don't have it, check out our Instagram, and it's right there for you guys.
So in conclusion, you have money. Give it to us. Give us the money. Oh, Lord!
This is a piece by Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Our good friend Mark Wood was part of that group, and so we're really inspired by all that they've done and brought to the orchestra world. We are going to be featuring Tim, and you're going to hear actually part of the song we already played earlier tonight, a little bit Beethoven in this. And so we're going to have our lights. Don't be scared as they go out. It's for beautiful effect. So here we go. This is Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Overture and Requiem. We come to the time, and I have one more song after this, but first, we have to say goodbye to a few extra super special people. Oh no! Come on up here. No leaving, it's okay. All right. So first off, we have a newer member this year. Man, I'm really glad to have her on her vocals and on her violin playing. We have Miss Genesis. She'll be attending University of Texas in San Antonio in biology. And I like her favorite orchestra member was playing with Daisy on stage for Junior EYS. And says how orchestra really helped her grow by placing her in an environment where she gets to interact with different people and different backgrounds. And she's learned to be a leader, which yes, she has. And she appreciates it, and we appreciate you. Congratulations to Genesis. All right, I'm going to lose the next on the slide. Let's see. I did go in alphabetical order. It's Robert! He'll be attending UTSA for psychology, and he's also going to be pursuing music as well on top of that as a minor. Favorite orchestra memory, playing the grand pause during rehearsal. You know what that means? It means you're not supposed to play there. But he did a great job of it, let me tell you. That's an amazing memory. Orchestra has helped him see everything that I do in a different light, rather than the conventional perspective. Let's hear it for Robert! And last but not least, never optional. Timothy Rios is going to be going to Northwestern University. He'll be doing civil engineering. Just important as your hobbies and pursuits are the people you share those journeys with. That's a beautiful, beautiful there, Tim. Favorite orchestra memory, hearing the extremely kind and thoughtful words that our UIL judges in 2025 said for piano, because there is no optional. Tim has changed my mind forever about pianists. So let's hear it for Timothy Rios. Congratulations. One more round of applause for our seniors. All right, seniors, this is your last chance to rock out on our last song. So let's join your kiddos. Hit the lights again, Sylvia. This is our last song of the evening. We're going to invite up our newer member this year. Brand new, first year playing bass in orchestra. Man, has he learned lots of stuff. And he's a great singer. Plays guitar. Plays banjo. Plays harmonica. All sorts of things. Featuring the vocals of my Lynn. And here we go. You better sing along. Here.
Woo! I know that guy!
love you to have it. They're gonna come back out here in a moment once they take their packs off. Hit the lights, Elias. Thank you.